Okay, we're set up. I got to tell we run our saw across here, we don't mark up the door. But now here's something real important when you're dealing with these slab doors. Of course, this is just a regular wood door, but you still have the same problem on the vertical stiles. Is if you run a knife cut just above where your cut is going to be, you won't have those splinter blowouts like you would when you're running your saw across here, because you know sometimes we get these blades, they're not perfect. In other words, they're not real sharp, or we get some grain that's real loose. You don't have to do it across the horizontal part, just the vertical stiles that go up and down. Because like I said, sometimes you get these grains are sometimes loose. Sometimes these doors are veneered, and veneer doors are the worst. Okay, we're going to cut this thing now. Okay, this is the door bottom, and I know you've seen these in the regular hardwood stores. It's just a felt bottom, and normally these would go on the bottom of the door like that and hang down. That's not how we do it. What we do is we figure out which way the door closes, and it goes on the bottom like this, and it's got to go the whole length of the door, and it needs to go more to the outside than to the inside. So in other words, it needs to go down pretty close to the end edge of the door to the outside. Okay, you can see we've got it screwed on to the bottom of the door, and you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying, see this, there's more area from the inside of the door to the weather strip. There's a small amount here, and now what we're going to do is we're going to beat this down flat all the way across. And we got a little left over. We're going to have to, probably going to end up having to cut this edge off. I don't know. We'll put the door on and then we'll figure that out from there. Okay, we've got the door bottom cut. We got the door bottom on. Got our threshold in. Now we put our piece of, you can get some transition strip, carpet strip, you know, something kind of metalish. Because if you have the door bottom run on your wooden threshold, eventually it's just going to wear off your stain or whatever. But in any case, okay, now we've got that up. Okay. Now don't worry about the edge over here. Let's just worry just about the bottom. And we're going to run across here, and we see an area right there, but see that's on the other side, so that's what I was going to show you, because you can't see it setting up on the sawhorses, that you'll have to caulk the metal edge of this door bottom on the outside. That's why you wanted it close to the outside of the door, so you get to it pretty easy, because if it's farther in, you can't hardly get to it with a caulking gun. Alright, but now I want to show you how to adjust this. Let's get over here to, let's get over here to an area. And what you do now that you've got this clearance, you just reach in there with some kind of a screwdriver or a chisel or whatever, get a hold of that metal part and just bend it down so that you can put pressure on your weather strip, that piece of felt, just go right on down the door and put as much pressure as you need to. If you put too much, that's okay, because as soon as you close the door, it'll push it back up some if you've got too much on there. But in any case, okay, our door bottom is on. And the nice thing about it, when you open it up, you've got nothing on the threshold that's going to wear out. You've got just a metal transition strip, and then you can also use it. You can adjust this like taking a screw out, and you can adjust it up or down. Well, you can't go down, but you can adjust it up. And the same thing with the other side. Or if the door's fitting too tight, which I don't know how it's going to, if your house is going to move that much, then you've got bigger problems. But this gives you plenty of room for this door to be moving, give you plenty of clearance. So in certain times of the year, you're going to be fine, but other times you're going to need to probably pull that aluminum part down, put more pressure against your door bottom, against your sill. And then the last thing we're going to do, since we're never ever going to have to move this again, we'll seal this front edge, and then well, of course we're going to stain it first, and then we'll come back and we'll caulk it in.